Hello, this is George Senda, the official, the real, the authentic, the original, the one, the only, the guy from Pittsburgh, except no cheesy YouTube imposters, commentators, trolls, or trolls who complained about my Amazon purchases to A1 sauce. And this is Pittsburgh Unboxing, and I'm not happy. This is the box. There's a separate item I'm going to do for my channel members. But because something arrived Saturday connecting with that. I have over 600 paranormal books. Before 2001, when I lost my storage because the manager at public storage couldn't do her accounting right, and even though I was paying checks every week, sold all my stuff. But this is a book that I was a personal friend of the biography, the person in the book. I knew him for 15 years. I was the youngest member of NICAP, the National Investigations Committee on Aerial Phenomena, the biggest UFO reporting agency in the country. I have been interested in UFOs since I was 5. This is Against All Odds, Major Donnelly Keough and his battle to end UFO secrecy, a biography by Linda C. Powell, and the book arrived bent. Now here's the cover. There's no protection in the box, nothing. Here's the cover, and the book is bent in half. I don't know how they managed to do this. I don't know if it got wet. I've never gotten a book, and I have, 18 bookcases in here that arrived like this. I mean, it's incredible. What did they do? Now, maybe the Greys did this. Maybe the Darrows did this from Amazing Stories in the 40s. Maybe the Chupacabra tried to tear the book apart. Maybe Bigfoot tried to sat on the book. I don't know. I'll do a review of this. I called Amazon. They are going to send me a code to send it back and a replacement book. But I've bought dozens of books from eBay and Amazon. I've never gotten a book that arrived like this. So anyway, this is Against All Odds. I'm going to read the back cover. 75 years ago, a popular national magazine published a sensational article entitled "The Flying Saucers Are Real." That was in 1950. It immediately became the biggest selling issue in publishing history. That article, written by Major Donnelly Keough, alerted Americans for the first time that the U.S. Air Force knew the Earth was under surveillance by non-terrestrial machines under intelligent control, were keeping the knowledge secret. And the whole thing of Project Grudge, Project Sign, Project Blue Book, they issued reports saying this was, these were aliens. And then they realized they couldn't tell the public that, so they covered it up. And they've been doing it ever since. Donald Keough was the first to openly challenge the U.S. Air Force denials, and for the next 23 years, he devoted himself at great personal cost to exposing this cover-up to press for congressional action to inform the public. They did have a hearing with Gerald Ford as the chairman. Thanks to his own reputation and his highly placed contacts in the military, he became the head of the National Investigation Committee on Aerial Phenomena, NICAP, the most famous and powerful civilian organization of its kind in the world. In this, the first biography of Donald Keough, his public and private life before and during his time as the world's best known UFO advocate, is revealed. I'm using my words. He was the father of modern ufology, not Stanton Friedman. As a journalist, I've spent 23 years advocating for government transparency in UFOs. Donald Keough, the first to hold the Air Force accountable for some 70 years ago, devoted decades of his life to pursuing that effort against the odds, is a fascinating, in-depth biography about an extraordinary human being and courageous pioneer who could not be deterred, and inspiring work. Leslie Keane, author of UFOs, Generals, Pilots, and Government Officials Go on the Record. Linda C. Powell is an English writer with a decades-long interest in mid-20th century America. She has been a news editor for The Anomalist. That's paranormal website. She lives near England's East Coast and holds a Bachelor of Science degree in psychology. And I looked at the publisher, and they have about 50 paranormal books, Bigfoot, all kinds of stuff. This is published by Anomalous Books, but I still can't believe how this arrived. So I will read this in the meantime and review it. And I have all but one book. I don't have Flying Saucers from Outer Space. It only came out in paperback in 1950. That's the only book I don't have of Don Quixote's. And I had voluminous correspondence that when I lost my storage, I lost my letters to Donald Quixote. But, so, I'll show you one book here. Here's one, The Flying Saucer Conspiracy. Now, it's interesting. The English book covers are better than the American book covers. This is The Flying Saucer Conspiracy. I also have Flying Saucers from Outer Space, Aliens from Space, and Don wrote 5 or 6 books. And he was associated with Frank Edwards. Here's Flying Saucer, Top Secret, a rather battered copy. That's how I got it. But as time goes by, it's getting harder and harder to get these books in good condition. And here's another one. I love this cover. This is a foreign cover. And then we have Aliens from Space. The real story of unidentified flying objects. So there's my Donald Quixote collection. And I kept all my issues of UFO Investigator too. Those are gone. So I'm going to read this book, I'll review it, and then return it, and they'll send me a new copy. All right, the channel numbers are 1,407,712, 19,002 subscribers. It is very warm here in Martinez, so that's what's going on. It's very warm here in my living room. Kathy came and got her Tea Time magazine, and went home, and I woke up about 7 o'clock in the morning, went back to sleep, and I've been still having the issues with my foot and ankle going numb, and it really hurts right now. But I did get a hold of my doctor. They gave me new medication for my breathing. I have to go pick it up today or tomorrow for my machine and other medications, so I'm better. And I didn't get the temperature right. I got 759 degrees, so I have to correct this every time I do a video, and I didn't get it right because I can't see the screen. I'll be glad next year when I have there's a 32-inch 4K monitor. Hello, Soul Sister. Welcome. That's a joke. I don't know who messed it up. If you look historically, the Daros were this underground race that were malevolent and worked to cause all kinds of problems for big controversy in the 40s, whether it was true or not. Ray Palmer was the editor of Amazing Stories, and Richard Shaver did the Darrow story. So I'm making it a UFO joke, but books shouldn't arrive like this. You know, bent. Brand new book, $25. So I'll read it tonight and do a review of it tomorrow. But I'm not happy. So I've never had a book show up like that. Now the weirdest story years ago, I ordered a paranormal book from England on eBay. And the book came in an envelope, a little envelope, taped up with cardboard. Went through customs. Came to my P.O. box. I said, oh, my paranormal book is here. And I've got a lot of paranormal books. I have over 600 in this living room right now, and some in the bedroom. The envelope was completely taped. It was an envelope like this big. And the book was gone. There was no book, and the tape had not been touched. The tape had not been cut. And I wrote in eBay to the seller, and he gave me a refund. He said, I put the book in there. Well, it disappeared. So, and I don't even remember what the book was after all these years. I bought a lot of stuff. I bought about, with various accounts, Kathy's and mine, and also Amazon. I bought about 4,000 items online over the years, and including stuff for Kathy, Pokemon. But that was the strangest thing I've ever seen, that the book arrived in an empty envelope. And I don't think the guy didn't ship it, because he told me he did. And I'll be doing a review of this tomorrow. I keep meaning to. And I cannot find, this is Strange California Monsters. I cannot find the Ruben Ariarte book, which is somewhere. By the way, the author of this book was on Coast to Coast AM in February. I wrote George an email once I found out about it. Are you going to have this person as a guest? So I don't know if I did that after February, but didn't know she was on Coast in February. So I'm going to have to probably sign up for Coast Insider again so I can listen to the program and see if I can get an extra copy eventually and send it to get all the publishers. There's nobody to call the publisher, which is annoying. And their email, like so many things, Apple's mail does not work on my computer. It never has. And there's no way to directly email them, so I'm going to have to use snail mail and write them a letter. So I'm looking forward to reading this. And there's only one picture in this whole book. It's the book. But also the other organization at the time, and I used to have correspondence with them too, was the Aerial Phenomena Research Organization in Arizona. Coral and Jim Lawrenson. There was also Saucer Watch, Civilian Saucer Watch, which may have been discontinued because the book, the other book, that there's this and a subsequent book, they knew too much about flying saucers. The Men in Black showed up and warned the guy running that group to stop reporting on UFOs, to stop writing about UFOs, and he did stop. And the Men in Black have been filmed in two locations, in one in Niagara Falls in a hotel. They showed up looking for a UFO observer and freaked the whole hotel out. The management, the workers, they showed up in the black suits, black tie, white shirts, black Homburg, walked very weird, looked very weird. And another one where the guy was, they followed this guy down the street in their car, and he ducked into a doorway, and they took pictures. There are Men in Black out there, but what they are and who they are, nobody knows. So, well, I eat it after midnight all the time. Yeah, this is not cheap. Hell, I went into Costco, and I saw a paperback, and my jaw dropped. It was $45. So, but let me see what I paid for this. Go into Amazon, and so they will send me a new book. The new book will arrive Friday, and this book is $24.95. So I hope they ship it in better condition than. And let's look up, just to give you an idea here. Okay, Scientists Own Alien Abduction. I don't like Kindle edition. I want the real McCoy. I want tape, something I can read in my hand. UFO Generals and Government Officials, $16.99. Another one, UFO of God. Story of Chris Bledsoe, I don't know who he is, $17.95. IGMA UFO Poster Identification Chart, that's not a book, but it's $20. UFO, the Inside Story of U.S. Government Search for Alien Life, it's an audio book. UFO Generals Pilots, that's the one on the back of the book, $16.99. Illustrated issue of UFOs, $16.40. UFO Science Explains What We Don't Know, there's a UFO t-shirt. How to Spot a UFO, $9.99. Big Book of UFO Facts, Figures, and Truth, which I have on my shelf by Stephen Spignesi and William J. Burns, 1763. UFO Magazine, UFO Encyclopedia, 29.99, also on my shelf. Richard M. Dolan, major UFO writer. UFOs for the 20th Century Mind, 24.95. Roswell UFO crash, the debunker, Hal Corp, $7.99, which shows you what it's worth. Bigfoot UFOs and the Paranormal, $5.99. Missing Time, Bud Hopkins, $17.99, a reissue. And Encounter in Rendlesham Forest, $13.99. UFO Hotspot Compendium, which I just reviewed a little while ago, $14.90. But Witness to Roswell, 75th Anniversary Edition, $21.49. UFO Secrets Inside Wright Patterson, $21.52. Project Blue Book, which I have Brad Steiger, I have in my collection, $17.12. Magic Eyes Only, $29.95. And Communion, $24.95. I'm just going. The Day After Roswell, $11.49. And that's about it. So, they ain't cheap, folks. But I started getting ace paperbacks on flying saucers and Charles Fort in the early mid-1960s, because a friend of mine owned a bookstore. And I got, for watching the bookstore, I got to take home all the books and comic books I wanted. I wish I had some of those comic books today. I'd be a rich man today. So, the truth is out there, and one day it will be revealed. So, by the way, your mans fell on the floor. I've got to find them. They're behind the bed, so under the bed. I gotta get some of that earthquake sticky and put them on the on-air sign. But they're here somewhere. I just gotta find them. So I will read this tonight. Cover to cut. My foot has stopped hurting. And my foot goes numb, and then it feels like pins and needles. It really hurts, or it's on fire. So this is Ed Ruppel. Kehoe knew the original head of Project Blue Book. He was on CBS, where they cut his Armstrong Circle Theater. They cut his audio feed as he was about to go after the Air Force. He was on with Mike Wallace on CBS News, and there goes my foot again. So I have to go get food, and then George Adamski, A is for Adamski, one of the first contactees. I used to have all the contactee books too. And there was Daniel Fry, Adamski, Truman Bethram. I don't have those original books. So, but I'm looking at my shelf here, and there are about 50 UFO books at a minimum, maybe more. I have the overflowing milk crates. Got too many books. I didn't have this before the Pfizer vaccine at all. And whatever it did, within a couple of days, and people would say, well, it doesn't last, the effects don't last that long. Well, it's doing it in both feet. So, yeah, well, I can't make pasta because my stove doesn't work. I have to get a double burner that you plug in to be able to make spaghetti. I miss spaghetti. I miss spaghetti a lot. But it's too expensive and you don't get what you want. And they ruined my Classico sauce. The best sauce ever. The Classico Italian sausage sauce. They put garlic in it. Why? So there goes one of the great pleasures. Well, it's not doing anything at the moment until the 29th, but I am paying it down. So, and I'm going a little nuts. My bank account still shows $159. What the credit union does, they send off checks, electronic checks, and then they come back, and then they show a picture of the check sent to Stoneberry or Synchrony Bank or whatever, and I'm going crazy because they haven't come back. And they're taking like weeks. Excuse me, I gotta blow my nose again. My nose is still congested, and because I have a sinus infection. So, oh, and then I have a complaint with the federal government. Oh God, sorry about that. I got 3 rolls of quarters, and hi DSP. And when I got the 3 rolls of quarters, what I got, and what I got in the brand new rolls of quarters with interest, Soul Sister. And I do not know how to read this, but I'm going to go into the credit union and say who's responsible for this, because this is my laundry money. One is, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this. I'm going to get a, there's one. It looks Korean. And this one is 50 somethings. This one's from India. So these are 2 foreign coins in a brand new roll of quarters. I'm not happy. So, and these are real American quarters. Real American quarters. And they are able to get washed done. But how did foreign coins wind up in a brand new rolled thing from the Federal Reserve Bank? I don't get it. So I don't think so. But I'm going to take these into the. I went to go to credit union today. I'm not going to make it. I have to go get food, and when I'm done with this and my medication, and go in there and say, who do I complain to? Because this one, where's my flashlight? I keep losing my flashlight. Okay, warning, bright light alert, bright light alert. Okay, this says 1992, 100, and this has some guy that looks, well, he's got a hat with 2 things sticking out, and I think it's Korean. And he's got a beard, looks like Confucius. No, these were pre-rolled by the Federal Reserve. They deliver them in big $500 boxes, and this one has all kinds of filigree, and it says India, and this says 50 pays. This was even older, 1985, but they're not silver, and they will not work in the washing machine. I tried. They kept coming. I said, what the hell are these? So I'm going to go into the credit union tomorrow and take these in and say, why did I get these in my brand new rolls of what's supposed to be quarters and isn't? That's never happened before, by the way. I've got Canadian money in my change, but this is the first time I've ever got money from Asia and Korea. So if I had Soul Sister's address, I wouldn't mail her that. She could use it to buy a candy bar or something. I don't know. What? Send her both of them, But I don't have an address. So I'm still coughing, so I ask you to bear with me. I have not gotten. They gave me new tubes and they gave me another medication. But I said the one that keeps me alive is that machine, the Philips Respironics. I put these little tubes of yucky liquid because if it backs up in the inhaler and gets in your mouth, it tastes horrible. But it's a butyryl sulfate, and it opens my lung up so I can breathe. So, oh, he's an admiral. Okay, Admiral Kirk or something. But I didn't know Korea had a navy. I mean, a small navy, yes, but interesting. I'll have to look this guy up. But he's wearing a hat with 2 things sticking out. It looks like those flaps you wear in the wintertime. And he looks very distinguished. But he's got a long beard, and it's 101. So how much is 101? Computer, how much is 101 in dollars?
101 in dollars is $1.091.
No, computer, stop. I hate this thing. It's so stupid. Computer, how much is 100 Korean won in dollars?
100 South Korean won is about 7 US cents.
You have 7 cents here. 7 cents. Soul Center, drop me. Yes, I did a live video where I opened all the quarters, so don't start on me, or you'll be exterminated. I don't brook criticism for this, so on this channel, I did coin roll hunting live, and every time I get quarters, I open the rolls up on camera live or on camera, and I post it because it's not always live depending on how I'm feeling. And where is the commentary? Hold on. I can see chat, but I can't comment. Very strange. Okay. Goodbye, troll. Goodbye, troll. Bye, troll. Accuse me of trying to rip off the government when I'm not doing any such thing. Bye, Mr. Troll. You've just been exterminated. I'm not trying to rip off the government for 7 cents. That's ridiculous. So, Super Rat is a rat. A rat is a rat, and a rat is a rat. So, he's gone. He's toast. He's history. So, okay, there we go. There's the chat. Soul Sister, if you will send me an email, and I will not divulge your top secret Korean email address, probably in a drawer at LG or LG or Samsung. You send me your email and an address, I will mail you a coin. You can have 7 cents Korean. I will stick it in an envelope, whatever it costs. I have stamps. I will mail it. I've never mailed it into South Korea, so I will mail you the coin. And but I did not fake this. I hate these people. Oh, you're trying to rip off the government. For what, 7 cents? And today, the government of the United States collapsed when George Senda asked for 7 cents, and the entire federal budget disintegrated because they had no money to pay him. And the market plummeted 1,000 points and panic in the streets. So that's not going to happen. Ridiculous. All right, anyway. Accuse me of trying to rip off the government is so outrageously stupid, it's not funny. I hope Mr. Super Rat enjoys his banishment forever from this channel. Oh, there is Nancy the cat on Lucky Barrels. They're live, so. Alright, look, I have to go out and get food. It is 4:10, and I would like to go feed Tiny One and Gray and Mama Cat and Kitten. So I am going to go. I will read this tonight. The only way I can read in here is use my lantern. This is, by the way, this is, lots of sources. More information on UFOs, a whole bunch of sources, and endnotes. And this book is all kinds of articles being referred to and letters and such. Lots of endnotes. I love things with endnotes, and I love things with yes, there's an index. I hate books without indexes. This is 400, not counting those portions of the book. This is 406 pages. This is a hefty book. All right. So, yeah. There's a great, can't remember the name of the company, but they have a guy in a top hat with a sledgehammer and a mouse. And that's it's Western Exterminating. They're based in LA. And they have a neon sign with that guy, and he's on all the trucks. People keep stealing the guy and the mouse off the trucks. They unbolt them, and the famous logo created, I think, in the 20s. So Mr. Super Rat just got hit by the sledgehammer. Bam! So this thing is still bent. I still can't believe that. Look at that. How did that ever bent? It's not wet. I don't get it, but I'll read it tonight. So, all right, have a great evening. This is George Send. It's 75 degrees out. I must go. I will go feed the cats and then get on the bus and go get my food because the cupboard is good. I have 2 cans of soup, a can of chili, waffles, and some vegetables and potatoes. I need more food. So, and then Friday, I'm going with Kathy to the eye doctor. So I will not be here Friday. And then next week I have 2 tests, and then I'm going out of town for 2 weeks. So to help someone with their issues with people being ill. So I will not be online probably until the 1st of May. So I will not be here. And by the way, I haven't gotten foreign coin. I take all the pennies that I get and stick them in my credit union account. There's 2 pennies. Because why you do it? 2, 3 pennies. Since I did not win the Powerball or the Super Lotto. All right. Have a great day. Stay wet, stay dry, stay warm, stay cool, stay hydrated, and watch the skies and watch out for bent Amazon books. And I will catch you next time. This is George Sender, the guy from Pittsburgh. Remember, you can join the channel for $3.99 or $6.99 a month. And I hope on April 28th, if I'm here or out just after, that I get some super chat for a change to help me feed the kitties, which cost me a lot of money. I've been doing that going on 14 years. It would be nice to have donations. All right. I will see you next time. I have the other video to do, and then I must get out of here. And maybe if I walk a bit, my foot won't hurt so much. It keeps tingling and then stopping. It goes from numb to tingle to no pain, but it's driving me nuts. I put an extra pillow on the bed. Fluffy is sleeping on the edge of the bed. That helped my sleep. I was able to sleep without pain for the first time in about a week. All right, I will catch you next time. This is George Stender, the guy from Pittsburgh, and as always, watch the skies and watch out for those sneaky Amazon Greys who bend books with their bare hands. Bye-bye for now.